You got it locked on Roadium Radio.
Due to circumstances beyond anyone's control, Dr. Dre is in the motherfucking house. So right about now, and I say, yo Steve, are you with me? ICE, are you with me?
Here's a little something about a nigga like me. They never should've let me buy tape from Steve. Ice Cube would like to play dope shit mixed by Dr. Dre. And since I was a youth, I like COMPTON. Now I like the motherfucking Roadium. Buying a tape or two, that's what the hell I do. You don't like Tony A? Well, fuck you, this is a game. And I'm in it. Ice Cube will fuck you up in a minute with a right, left, right, making you sick. And then you see Tony A is on the mix.
Tony A. Tony A. When you're ready, go.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio, and I actually forgot the episode. It's actually 208. See, I knew it. I was just testing you guys, but thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody who's liked, subscribed, commented, everybody in the live chat, everybody who hit the like button, everybody who hit the dislike button, everybody who's talking shit in the live chat. It doesn't really matter, but you guys are still here, so I want to thank everybody for tuning in to episode 208. And once again, before I introduce my very special guest, once again, if you want to submit your music, roadiumradio@gmail.com. I'll be looking at emails tomorrow. Okay, I'm already starting my December list. Actually, I've already started the first week of December. So if I do book anyone, it will be for December, the second week or third week of December. So submit your music at roadiumradio@gmail.com along with videos if you have any, and a short bio. Short bios always help, so that way I know what we're going to talk about when I do book you, and you will be contacted via email. I know many of you try to send me music through the DM or through Facebook inbox. I rarely, if ever, look at my Facebook inbox. Hit me on the DM, but do not send me music. I will not click on any links. Send it all to roadiumradio@gmail.com. So I think I've said that enough. Most of you guys already know, but for those of you guys that are tuning in for the first time, we want to thank you. If you guys want to see anybody on the show, go to roadiumradio@gmail.com and submit them along with the music, short bio, etc. And we will contact them via email. I know many of you send me the email and then go to my DM and say, did you get it? You will be contacted via email. So thank you very much. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce this group that many, including I, call legends, out of San Diego. So without further ado, once again, the Legion of Doom. How you guys doing?
What's up? What's up, man?
I'm glad you guys are here, and there's a lot of people that are excited that you guys are here.
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
yeah. Well, first of all, how was the drive coming over here? You hit a lot of traffic or no?
Yeah, I did, because I came from San Diego, and it was a lot. It was traffic all the way up here.
It's just always traffic on the 91, boss.
Speak a little bit closer, my brother.
Always traffic on the 91.
Okay.
Always.
That'll work. That'll work. Okay, now let me ask you guys this. For those that are just tuning in, and maybe for those that haven't seen you guys in years, or you guys may be a new group to this new generation, can you guys introduce yourselves as members of the Legion of Doom?
Okay, I'm MIKESKI.
MIKESKI.
Willy Will.
And I'm DJ LSD.
DJ LSD. That'll work. That'll work. Okay. You know what? I think this is only the second time that I've interviewed three people at the same time, so please bear with me.
Absolutely.
Okay. So now, this is going to break the ice a little bit. I'm a big-time football guy. You a football guy? Today's Super Bowl. Today is Football Sunday. Who's your team?
Oh, man, I ain't got no team no more.
They
Okay.
left us, man.
They left us, man.
The Chargers.
That
They
was
moved
my
up to-
team.
Yeah?
Yeah,
that
they
was
came
my
up.
team,
They
man.
came up here to hang out with y'all up here in LA, man. And I was like, I'm done.
Really? You guys threw in the towel?
Threw in the towel, B.
After me, basically, after like LaDavian left, I was done too, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay. And was that your team as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, now I just play fantasy. So when I do fantasy football, it's like I just watch the players to see who's doing good. And,
You know what? I've always wanted to get into fantasy football, but here's the problem. And tell me if this is true. A lot of people tell me that when you have a favorite team and then you play fantasy, it's like you no longer root for your team, you root for players.
That's what happens.
That's what happens.
That's exactly what happens.
Yeah, so see, I can't be rooting for like somebody on the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? So you play fantasy as well?
No.
Okay. Favorite baseball team?
Padres.
Same here, Padres.
I know it's probably San Diego all across, but I have to ask. Because
for sure.
You know, I ask a lot of LA residents, and some people say Clippers. To us, this is Laker town.
Yeah.
You know, so now basketball.
I like Clippers.
Clippers.
You know what?
Because they're originally from San Diego.
That's the thing, and I like players, and I ain't even gonna lie. I've always hated the Lakers. And now that LeBron is on the team, I find myself kind of cheering for him a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, it's a trip.
And basketball team?
I don't got one. But before, when Michael Jordan was playing, was the Bulls. And after that, that's it.
Okay. I think everybody at one point was somewhat of a Bulls fan because of Jordan.
Yeah.
You know,
that was my favorite play. That's my favorite player.
Yeah, Scotty. Okay, did any of you guys watch the Canelo boxing match last night?
I watched it last night,
Yeah, I watched it on the YouTube.
Okay.
From Mexico.
Yeah. You know what's funny, man? Me and my son were watching. We were at this event called El Velorio. Give a shout out to Antonio Pelayo. And what happened was they had it on the big screen while they were performing. I thought it was kind of cool, but at the same time, instead of looking at the artist perform, they were looking at the fight.
Yeah.
Okay. The first couple of rounds, I thought the guy was somewhat, and I say somewhat, sticking Canelo. I was actually surprised that the guy was uppercutting him, jabbing him, hitting him, and I'm thinking, shit, like this guy doesn't seem like he's afraid.
Right.
You know, but we all know how it ended.
Yep.
You know, Canelo ended up knocking his ass out. So that was it. You know, I always trip out how guys talk a lot of shit before the fight and then in the getting their ass whooped.
Yeah.
I know that's part of the game. And I know you're supposed to believe in yourself when you go into a fight.
Selling the fight, you gotta sell the fight.
Yeah, you got to sell the fight. Like, you know who sells good fights? McGregor. Even though I can't stand his ass, man. But, oh well. Favorite or boxer of all time? Do you guys have one?
Mike Tyson, man.
Mike Tyson?
Tyson.
Thing.
Yeah.
Okay, same thing.
In that era, that's why.
I remember coming home from high school when he was fighting on ESPN for free, and it was like we every day get home right from school, he would be on knocking somebody out. And, you know, when it was on what channel? I remember it was Channel 3, ESPN. And it was like, who is this dude? And after like the 10th fight, it was like, that was it. We were all hooked.
Okay. I have to say that my favorite, I would say Mike Tyson would probably be tied with Julio Cesar Chavez.
Oh, yeah, that's another one, too.
But I would say that he was probably because family would all get together when he would fight. It was almost like a damn family reunion. You got 50 people there eating tacos de carne asada, watching a Julio Cesar Chavez fight.
But that's when boxing was boxing. That's when the fighters who were the fighters, the name fighters, that's when they fought each other.
Right.
So it was always a big event.
Yeah.
When Tyson was fighting, all the homies, like you said, were together at the pad.
Right.
When Chavez fought, all the homies were right there at the pad watching the fight. And that's, you know, Meldrick Taylor, all these guys. All the who's who fought each other.
Yes.
Now it's like, it takes forever
I
for
know.
the who's who to fight. So it's different, you know what I mean?
I know.
But now Canelo's bringing that back. And when Canelo fights, everybody starts coming around and wants to
Right.
watch the fight.
Yeah,
Right.
but we want the other promoters to allow Canelo to fight the who's who, so that everybody wants to see that
Right.
fight. You know, that's
Right.
gonna be hey man, where you gonna watch the fight? Like,
Right.
you know, it's all day.
Yeah.
In my opinion, in the 90s, the guy who threw the best fights was Don King. He would have like 4 championship fights. Like I remember he had Chavez against Randall. He had Azuma Nelson versus Jesse James Leija,
Everybody, yeah.
Julian Jackson, Gerald McClellan. He had all of these greats fighting. And today, it's almost like there's only like 3 good guys in boxing, in my opinion.
For reals.
Yeah.
You're right.
Especially like in the heavyweight division.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I'm not really feeling anybody. You know, you watch who's the champion, but I don't feel like they're great boxers. I don't.
Right. Yeah, it's hard to call somebody great today. But okay, now where originally are you guys from? I know the answer, but I need the fans to know.
San Isidro.
San Isidro.
Yeah, I'm originally from Brooklyn.
Okay.
But I grew up with these guys in San Isidro.
Okay. Okay.
South San Diego.
You know where San Isidro is
South
at?
San
Yes.
Diego.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the
South Bay.
last city of before you hit the Mexican side.
You know, and here's how I know it. Because my dad, when me and my brother were youngsters, we used to catch the bus all the way to TJ. And he used to always buy the ticket for some reason, San Isidro. I used to always think, why not San Diego? But I didn't know, you know. But it was always San Isidro. So we would always go to TJ on the bus. And then what he would do, he would just buy us, you know, Mexican wrestlers from TJ. Yeah. And then we keep us in the room. Yeah. Keep us in the room while he goes out and does his thing. Yeah. And then we just be in there for hours. Finally come home, back to the hotel, drunk as hell. Come on, let's go get something to eat. And I'm like, his ass is over here stumbling. You know, it was good and bad because in the middle of the night, you know, he'd send us kids down, here's 2 caguamas, 2 40 ounces. Go to the liquor store, give it to them, and buy me 2 more. So we're walking literally in the middle of the street, me and my brother. And the reason why we did that, because we didn't want nobody popping out of the fucking alleys trying to get us. Yeah. So we would walk in the middle of the fucking street, bro. So
it's great. It's crazy because, like, you know, where I grew up at, we used to go to the border when I was like, I was in 5th grade. I used to always go to the luchas down there.
Yeah.
In TJ, and used to go to the lucha. We used to walk to the Cahuila, which you know Cahuila is.
Yeah.
We used to walk to get the taxi there to the auditorio, watch the fight, come back. We're like, what how old are you in 5th grade? Like 10, 11?
Maybe 9. No, I would say about 9 or 10. Yeah.
With $5, we used to catch the taxi, eat, buy our ticket, buy some revistas, some magazines, and the little toys that they sell there.
Yeah.
Come back like at 1, 2 in the morning. Cross the border.
Yeah.
Us little kids, like 5 kids, man, used to always just, and we used to do that almost every weekend, man.
Yeah. Those were the good old times, man. Like I remember, just to talk a little bit about the economy, how you brought up that money. I remember I had $1, a Coke, chips, a candy, have change left over. Yeah. Of course, that was a long time ago.
And that's in TJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and back then you felt like if my dad gave me $5, I was balling.
But we remember we had like from where we lived, it was still a little ways, like it was like about 5-10 minutes to the border. Yeah. We used to catch the trolley, which is the train. Yes. To the border. They drop us off there. It was like a quarter for the trolley. Right. And then we used to walk to the Cahuila, and it cost us a quarter for the taxi to get from the taxi to the auditorio. Yeah, and it was like maybe about 50 cents to $1 to buy your ticket to get in, and then what was the hot dogs we used to buy were like 50 cents, you know, and you know everybody eat a hot dog and you know buy some revistas, which was like another quarter. And come home. We used to save a quarter just to get back.
Yeah, and you know what? And that was when the bacon wrap hot dogs were banging since way back then. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's dope, man. Okay, now let me ask. So all you guys, San Isidro. Yeah. Okay, you guys grew up there. Now let me ask you guys. Well, do you guys come from a big family?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay. A lot of brothers, a lot of sisters.
No, I just have a sister, but I got a shitload of cousins, and Theo's like 13 of them.
Okay. Okay. Now you say you're originally from Brooklyn.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how old were you when you first came over here?
When I first came to San Diego, I had to leave New York when I was 13 because I was getting in trouble. And they told me if I wanted to go live with my cousin, and my cousin, his mom and dad, my tío was in the military. Yeah. So he was out in Hawaii. And I was like, shit, I'll go to Hawaii. Hell yeah. So they sent me to go visit him, and I was supposed to only go out there for 2 weeks. Well, when the 2 weeks were up, my auntie said, oh, we ain't got no money to send you back. So you got to kick it. So it was basically a trick to get me out there, and then they were going to keep me there because back home I was getting in trouble. He got transferred to San Diego. So I was only out in Hawaii for like a year and a half. So when I got to San Diego, I think I was like 14, 15 years old. Okay. And I went to Montgomery Junior for like a hot minute. Just like it was real quick, like the last quarter of like the 7th grade, and that's when I met him. At
Okay.
School. And we didn't really link up, but we just knew of each other.
Right.
Because hey, here's this kid from New York in the school, and then he was like the best break dancer in the school, and then they were like, yo, you guys should battle and all that, and he would fuck with me. He would see me and
Right.
like pretend like he was calling me out, but we were just friendly with each other. And then long story short, Michael was telling you earlier about his older brother, Greg. He was DJing at the San Isidro Rec Center, and one of my homeboys, OJ, he took me down to the rec center, and he knew that I rapped, and he asked Greg if I could get on the mic, and Greg was like, nah, he can't get on the mic. He got to be serious if he wants to get on the microphone here. And then I just walked up to him. I said, come on, man, just let me get on the mic just one time, just once. He let me get on, and I did my shit, and he was like, yo, man, you want a job? And I was like telling my friends, he's gonna give me a job. He's gonna pay me to rap, dog. Yeah. I was like, yeah. He told me to come over to his house tomorrow. Come over to my house. He let me know where he lived, and then when I went to his house, I seen him, and I was like, oh shit, that's your brother. And then Robert was right there on the stage. Yeah. And Rob goes, and I could tell he was laughing because he goes, oh, he gave you a job? And then he goes, hey man, my name's Rob. That's my brother. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's how I met these guys.
Around what year was that? Do you recall? Can you speak a little bit? Alice, I need this angle a little bit more.
We were like in what grade?
We were like, I want to say 8th grade, 9th grade.
8th and 9th me and him we're like the same age. So
okay.
That was probably like 1985 or 86.
No, I was before that.
No, way before that, boy.
Okay.
Because we graduated in 87.
So then it had to be like around 1982.
Yeah, around there.
Around 1982.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. I'm not good at numbers, so.
So literally, I was like pretty much just like freestyling on a mic, and then Rob, the one that you heard on the phone.
Yes.
He and I got together because he rapped, and then we started rapping, and then L became the DJ. So it was us three at first, and we formed a group, and it was Rob and Will and LSD. That was the name of the group, but that's how we started.
Okay. And when did you come in?
Well, I came in. I'm the youngest out of all of us. You know.
You were like 13 years old.
I was like 12, 13 years old. I used to beatbox.
Okay.
You know, that's how I was like, every time they'll do a show, sometimes I'll just grab the mic, start beatboxing, they'll be rapping over it or whatever. Mm-hmm. And one day Rob bought a drum machine. He bought a Roland 909. And while they were out, they all went out because I was the youngest. I stayed home and I learned how to use it.
Oh, okay.
And so I started making beats. And before you know that, I made a beat for them. And they were just like, oh, that's crazy. You hear it, you know? I did that, and then right after that, you know, went into an SB 1200, and
that'll work.
everything was history.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you guys this. Beginning with you, what inspired you to? Well, let me rephrase the question. Hip hop is new. My first recollection of hip hop and my first experience with rap was Rapper's Delight, obviously. Yeah. Do you remember what song you first heard that you said, like, this is what I gravitate to, this is my shit right here?
Well, yeah, of course. It was, you know, like all the, you know, the old school, you know, Rapper's Delight. But what like really tripped me out was when I first heard Dougie Fresh, The Show. The Show, yeah. Yeah, that because I go, dude, he's doing this with his mouth. Right. And that's when I heard that, I was just like, dude, I could do that, you know? And yeah. That's what, you know, that's like one of the songs that kind of inspired me to.
And do you remember what the song that you heard?
Yeah, I was in New York at the time. It was Super Rhyme. Super Rhyme. This DJ, he gets down, mixing records, wanna go around.
Yeah. The Adventures of Super Rhyme.
Yeah, that I was in my room and I memorized that whole shit like in one night. Like I was like hooked when I heard that.
You know who took that style and made it his own? Warren G.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
he sounded a lot like Super Ryan.
And you, Alex? I need this angle a little bit more, please.
On me, it's Sugar Hill Gang.
Okay.
Rapper's Delight, and then you got the Grandmaster Flash and the Fierce Five.
Of course.
It's Nasty.
Yeah.
Back in those days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Melly Mel.
Okay. No, Alex. When I say this camera right here, bro. So, okay. But anyways, sorry about that. It's just that we had to move our cameras around so they're not all in the right place. Okay, so now, so you started beatboxing.
Yeah.
And then you started making beats.
Yeah.
Okay, and then did you say I want to be part of the group, or did they just welcome you in the group, or how did that come about?
I was the younger brother, so
okay.
It's Rob's my older brother, Lawrence is my older brother, Will became my older brother.
Okay. The reason why I asked is because I have little brothers. Well, a little brother, and then every time he wanted to be involved, like, nah, you can't, because I didn't think he was that good to be a DJ. Yeah. So, but obviously you were a good beatboxer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was out there, man. I used, I did my thing when it came to beatboxing, right?
The thing about it was we were always all together because the way I got to know them was through rapping. But like I said, like this dude could do everything. So this dude was like the best break dancer in San Diego. He had,
really?
He had won
all the contests,
everywhere. So we were everything hip hop. It was every day, all day hip hop. We had a breaking crew called the Rock Rockers. So we would be breaking all day. Then we would be doing music.
Yeah.
Then we would be rapping. Like it was
all
day,
the elements.
All the elements. It was all day, every day. Everybody in the neighborhood would be at their house, at their mom's house, from dawn to dusk. Man, like wake up. When you would wake up at home, you would get up, take a shower, and go to Michael and Chino and Robert's house. Everybody in the neighborhood.
What was your breaking name?
Mine, man, I had a couple of them. What was my last? I don't even remember.
You remember his name?
Rubber Band.
Rubber Band.
Yeah, that was
Rubber Band.
So we're talking about windmills, ball grabbers, halos, 1990s.
He used to do things that, like, people, how you see breakdancers these days are like, wow, it's incredible.
Right.
He was doing that shit back
then.
Yeah. Back then.
Wow.
He was doing stuff like, you wanted to battle somebody. Like, you come into the city, you had to battle him. Yeah.
Right. Wow. Now, did you guys ever try to break as well?
Oh, yeah, we did.
All of you guys,
we were in the group.
And that's crazy because Lawrence, everything he did, he like mastered it. He, he breakdanced, he was the best at that. Yeah. He DJ'd, he was the best at that. Everything he did like that. Me, I kind of did it for my size. I was the best at what I did.
Yeah.
Like I know how to flare, do all that stuff, And and if people used to trip out, I knew how to spin on my head. Just tell you that.
Wow. Big old boy too.
Yeah, I big top.
I wasn't that good, but I was really good at talking shit. So
hey, sometimes we need one of those guys.
Yeah, you always need one of them guys, huh?
Hell yeah. now
they gotta lure them in.
Yeah.
Right. So, now, would you say that you got good at breaking for practicing, or do you believe you were a natural?
Well, I practice a lot, a lot. But I'm always try to better myself. Like I wasn't content on just doing one thing.
Right.
I had, like, say if somebody's calling you out, then you better be ready. If he got like 100 head spins, you better at least know how to head spin.
Right.
And then some. So that was my thing. So I kind of try to master everything when it came to that.
Right.
Like different moves, everything, and then I did them the same way. So when I do a combination, I could jump into that one. Because a lot of people do a head spin a different way or whatever, So like you can't combine that through combinations,
Right. Did any of you guys ever come out here and attend Radiotron? No? Okay. No. I had the owner, well, obviously doesn't exist anymore, but his name is Carmelo Alvarez. Yeah. He was the owner of Radiotron during the times that they made Breaking 1, Breaking 2.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we, I like to say, I didn't interview him, we documented his story, here. So, and I went there twice, Now, was there ever back then, because at least I don't remember, was there ever a LA, San Diego breaking type of competition that you guys know of?
It never went down. No, I never seen it. And if it did, it was probably underground. Like people just they got together and did it. But it
because we didn't have social media back then, so
so it's different. But I know he would come up and there's video, and wasn't you up here in LA when you guys shot that video with all these different break dancers and poppers? I remember you on something, and it was like, I think it was up here, dude. I know we came up here because we was always trying to be in the movies. Yeah. We came up to LA. We were trying to be in the movies and figure it out. We would walk up into the studios and try to, get in there so we could get, on some movies or videos or whatever.
Yeah, anything else.
Nah, because we were just kids. We didn't know. We would get in the car, drive up here, and go, "Hey, put us on a movie."
Right. you know the thing about back then, and this is what I love about that era of hip hop, is that when you were dope like yourself, people knew who you were.
Absolutely.
Okay, and if you weren't there last night when he broke, you missed out because we had nothing to record.
Right.
Unless you had money back then and had a camcorder. Yeah. And only then you only had a VHS.
That's right.
Yeah. Or a beta.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's what helped make legends, at least in my opinion, is that you had to be there when either a person popped, a person rapped, a person broke, or somebody spray painted some graffiti or something, Right. Like I remember Boogaloo Shrimp, Turbo from Breaking. Yeah. He's from my neighborhood, okay? Yeah. Whenever he would go somewhere and let's just say he popped at Knott's Berry Farm, there used to be a club out there. I don't know if you guys remember. I believe it was called Studio K. Okay. And people used to see him pop. The next day, word of mouth spread like wildfire. You guys should have been there. Mm-hmm. I missed out, but I'm like, damn. Today, everything's caught on this. Oh, yeah. And I think to a certain extent, it is being documented, it is being recorded, but back then, the stories of what he did traveled, I believe, farther. It almost became legendary, like if you weren't there, bro, you missed out the best pop, the best breaking ever. This guy busted windmills to a head spin, to a 1990, to a backspin, and then posed, grabbing his balls, something. Yeah. So, but anyways.
It's true, though. That's how it was.
Now, what would you say? Okay, again, I was introduced to rap through Rapper's Delight, but it wasn't until I heard Run DMC that I was completely sold on rap. Because to me, believe it or not, even though we didn't call it gangster rap, Run DMC, I called it like that's some street shit. Mm-hmm. What group was it for you, if any? I know you mentioned Grandmaster Flash. Yeah.
But when we started really getting into it, it was Run DMC.
It was Run DMC. So you hit the nail on the head.
It was like that because we're all like from the same era. So it was Run DMC, like Houdini, LL, the Fat Boys, all the people who started out.
Remember the Fresh Fest?
All the whole Fresh Fest.
Of course.
Yeah, that inspired us to it. Then they had all the breakers and everything. Yeah. We went to all the Fresh Fests.
They had the one right here in Long Beach. My friend actually went by himself. I was supposed to go with them, but my parents didn't let me go. Mm-hmm. I had strict Mexican family, but he went by himself. Mm-hmm. And he just said, man, it was just mind-blowing. It was just mind-blowing. It was
crazy, man.
Because Rob would make sure that we would get, like, at least, like, the 6th row or whatever. We was up front.
From the front to the 6th row.
And we would, I remember, like you talking about video camcorder, I would record that in my brain, every little detail of everything that happened, and go home and be like, yo, man, I'm ready. Like I was so inspired after going to those concerts and the Fresh Fest and everybody and everything that was going on.
Yeah. So.
But I wanted to say something because those concerts right there were concerts.
Yes.
Like they had you guys, like the way they did their concerts was like a show.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like the DJ will pop out of something, and then the rappers will come from different angles, and either from the top of the sports arena or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nowadays they just jump out and rap. They don't make shows where people can be like, oh man, did you see?
And I'm glad you brought up the DJ, because I think today that's one of the elements of hip hop that I believe to a certain extent is extinct. Yep. But back then there were rappers like DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. They would actually name the DJ first. Yeah. And then there was Eric B. and Rakim. The DJ was named first. And the DJ was an important thing because the DJ would come out and let's just say he's scratching Roxanne Rassan, and then meanwhile the MC's hyping up the crowd, and then when he dropped that motherfucking beat, the crowd erupts. You want a perfect example, and this is for the audience. Look at Crush Groove when Run DMC goes out there. His name is Run, and he's over here scratching it, and then he finally dropped that shit. Boom. Today you just got kids that. And I'm not saying all of them, because I know people think every time I talk about this generation that I'm hating. I just think that they need to go back and really look at people like yourselves that laid the groundwork, the foundation for why they're eating today. Because many of you have paved the way, you know. And I do believe that to a certain extent, many people need to pay you guys respect and at least acknowledge you guys, right. You know, and that's why we're here, to share you guys a story. So what we're gonna do, because you guys keep mentioning Rob, and there's a reason for that. Right. When we come back, we'll explain, because there's 4 members of the Legion of Doom, and we'll explain why the other one is not here. Okay. We good? Yeah. 10 minutes, we'll be back, everyone, Legion of Doom. So once again, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, and let them know that the Legion of Doom is in the motherfucking building. San Diego, stand up. San Isidro, we're in the house.
Yep. Hey, how you doing? It's me, Little Easy E, Eric Wright, and a lot of you know me, know I like to smile. And to thank for my beautiful smile, I want to thank Occidental. That's Occidental in Hollywood. So check this out. For all your dental needs, be sure to come to them, because they'll be there to take care of you. That's Occidental in Hollywood. Check them out.
What's up with it, dog? This West Coast Gilly on Roadium Radio with the legend Tony A. the Wizard on Tony Vision. You know what it is, West Coast to the fullest, believe that.
What's up, everybody? This is Stefan Orier listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Doughboy Tony. You're tuned into Roadium Radio with West Coast legend Tony A. the Wizard.
What up? It's your boy Lottie the G, straight out of Santa Ana, Sierra, and we're right here live in the mix with the West Coast legend Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio, Tony Vision on YouTube.
Yo, what's up, world? This is Cool 187 above the law in the building. And you tuned in to Roadium Radio with my man Tony A. the Wizard.
What's up, this is Darren Vegas. You're on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Real West Coast hip-hop history right here.
Yo, what up? Sleepy Malo in the house here at the Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard, giving us our voice back. One of the realest motherfuckers I know.
What's up, homie? Show me Frankie Quinones, a.k.a. Creeper from Cholo P. And you're listening to Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. That's what's up right there.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's Cujo the Savage. I'm right here with Tony A. the Wizard, Roadium Radio. Everybody stay tuned, man. It's a motherfucking hit.
Yo, shout out to Roadium Radio, Tony A. the Wizard, your boy Pablo Nunez right here in the studio. Be about it, people.
¿Qué onda, muchacho? Ahí viene este miro. King with the Black Sick and el Negrito de los Angelitos, and you're checking out that Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Yo, Raza, this is Wicked from the Brown Side here on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. You know.
What up, it's your homeboy Infinite TGM, chilling with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you guys go check that out.
What's good? It's your boy Spanky Loco, and you tuning in to Roadium Radio with that motherfucking legend, Mr. Tony A. You know what time it is, West.
Hey, what up? This Rebello the Dawn.
And this Dominator.
And we came straight from the 805 ready to slap that motherfucking meat on your grill, bitch.
Roadium Radio, Central Coast Click.
What up?
What up with it? This your boy OG Magoo.
Los Angeles airbrush artist, Big Chillin' on site with the homie Tony the Wizard on Roadium Radio. All gas, no break. Let's get it.
Man, you're now listening to LA Icon, man. Right here live with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard on Roadium Radio. What's up? This is A.DA, the Spanish Fly, with that reintroduction right here on Roadium Radio with my boy, the Wizard, Tony A.
Yeah, what up? It's Spanish Fly MC, Big MOC, Mr. Mokes MC, on the Roadium Radio Show, baby, with Tony A, the Grand Wizard. Let's go.
Johnny D from Spanish Fly on Roadium Radio. Your one and only Theo with the giant Cheeto.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Trish Toledo, and I'm over here with Tony A at Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m.
Hey, what it do? It's your boy Cap G. Subscribe to Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A the Wizard. Yes, sir.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is King T chilling on Roadium Radio. Tune in, subscribe every Sunday and Wednesday. Fucking with my man Tony A the Wizard.
West up, this Lazy Dub, and you're tuned in to Roadium Radio right here with Tony A the Wizard on every Sunday and Wednesday, 7 p.m. Make sure you like and subscribe that.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm right here, Loco Negro, Tony A, Roadium Radio. Tune in.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Chill right here with Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you like and subscribe and tune in every Sunday and Wednesday.
What's up, everybody? It's your homegirl Lovely, and I'm right here at Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A the Wizard. Make sure you subscribe and check him out every Sunday and Wednesday.
It's Nina Beretta with Roadium Radio and Tony A the Wizard. Tune in Sundays and Wednesdays. Like and subscribe.
What's up, everybody? This is the Puppet Master chilling with El Triste. Follow and subscribe to Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rashidi Harper, director, executive producer from Hip Hop Uncovered, and I'm here at the Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. Stay tuned.
Coming at you live through the harbor area, you got MC Poncho, the #1 Sancho, and you're checking out Roadium Radio with my man Tony A the Wizard. Check it out.
What's up? This is Ronan Gray. You're watching Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. Make sure to tune in every Wednesday and Sunday.
What up, this is Mr. D over at Roadium Radio with my homeboy Tony A the Wizard. Make sure you subscribe and tune in every Sunday and Wednesday.
What's up, y'all? This Uncle Spliff, man, from Spliff D TV. Y'all need to tune in every Sunday and Wednesday to Roadium Radio with my homie, Tony A the Wizard.
Yo, you're tapping in with the Steel City Hustlers.
This is Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A the Wizard.
The motherfucking legend. Make sure you fucking like, subscribe, share, do all that shit. You know what's cracking.
Yo, it's your boy Troublesome Man, TM Gang live in full effect here at Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A the Wizard. You know what it is, boy.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Ernie G in the place to be. I'm chilling here at Roadium Radio with my homeboy Tony A, the motherfucking wizard. Vatos locos forever.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Young Hype here at Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Make sure y'all subscribe and tune in every Sunday and Wednesday.
And welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio, episode 208. So we're not going to bullshit anymore. We're going to go ahead and jump right back into it with the Legion of Doom. How you guys doing?
All right, brother.
You guys enjoying yourselves?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you know what? Let's talk a little bit about Rob. Okay, obviously, Rob is not here. Okay, you want to speak a little bit on it?
I'll let Will, you go.
Okay.
Man. Well, you know.
Please speak a little bit closer. Thank you. Rob is a member of the group that is not here at the moment.
Rob was pretty much the leader, because he was the oldest. He was the one we all looked up to, and he's the one that got real serious about the group, and then
took us to that next level.
He took us to that next level. So we were doing the music, and then and we were doing really, really, really good at the time.
Uh-huh.
But then you know how it gets. You know, we grow up and you have one foot in the music and one foot in the streets.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the streets caught us up, and Robert pretty much caught a case, and he got out. He did some time, and then he caught another case, and then they put him away for like they gave him what was it? 40 with an L?
44 with an L. Something like that.
Yeah. So he goes up for parole.
Next year on his birthday.
Next year on his birthday.
Really?
And we hope that you know, it works out.
How long has he been in there so far?
20-something years.
Yeah, 20 plus, man. He's been down for a long time.
Wow. Now he was the first one. You said that because he was the oldest.
He was the core of the group, man.
Yeah.
The core of the group. Okay. And if any of you guys can speak on him, because obviously he's not here, who would you say were his inspirations as far as, because he rapped, you know? Who would you say possibly, you know?
Run DMC and Rakim.
Run DMC and Rakim.
His favorite rapper was Rakim. His favorite rapper was Rakim, but it was Run DMC who motivated us. My son raps right now.
Okay.
And Michael and I talked about it. You know, when we first started rapping, you wanted to be like the person that you admired, and Run DMC was the group that we admired.
Yes.
So we emulated a lot of their style, and as you get older, you start to understand that no, you have to do your thing.
Yeah.
You know, and then you drift away from how you originally started to now we're doing your own thing. And to this day, man, Rob got shit. We used to always say it. Rob was the best in San Diego, hands down. When it came to lyrics, MCing, he's got shit that we never released back from 1980 whatever that can hang with lyricists today.
You know, that's what I was going to ask, and I'm sure people are wondering, you know, do you guys still have unreleased stuff? Like stuff
we got a lot of stuff that's unreleased, man.
Okay.
And we've been talking with Michael because of this new, like you said, the whole new generation of hip hop and how things are so different with social media and all this good stuff that I told Michael, you know, we need to start thinking about releasing that stuff now, you know, on TuneCore or whatever, because Rob's got some shit that people I think would enjoy immensely, and that would help, you know, bring in some loot for Rob on his books, and that was one of the big reasons why I wanted to come and do this, so that we're really truly thinking about releasing some of the unreleased stuff.
Songs.
Okay. Now let me ask you guys this: when this group was formed, put together, were you doing all the production at the time?
Yeah.
Okay, you were doing all the production. Now, when you guys started recording,
yeah, I did the production and the recording.
Okay.
I had Rob bought me an 8-track at the time, a Tascam 688. That's what I was using with my SP and turntables, and then Rob and Will wrote lyrics, and anything we needed to do with scratching, Lawrence did it.
Yeah. Now, as a DJ, who were your inspirations?
Man, back in the days, I Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cut it up with the transformer. He came
Hell
up
yeah.
with that first, and then you know, I like Aladdin.
Oh, DJ Aladdin, yeah.
Joe Cooley.
Yeah.
They're from over here in LA. Huh?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
those days, I had a pretty good ear on.
Not only that, man, we had other home people from our city that were good, like Dale Magic Man and Joe Rodriguez. Joe was from San Diego, and he was a 87 DMC champion.
Oh, 87, wow.
87 DMC champion.
DJ Jam's
from San Diego.
Okay.
Dooney, you know.
DJ Jam, who was doing a lot of stuff for Dre and Snoop and all that. Yeah, as a matter of fact, when we filmed the DOCUMIXERY, I went to his house out in San Diego. I believe he might have moved out by now.
Yeah, he's in I think in Arizona now. Or he's probably back. He said he was moving back. So.
Okay, yeah, I went out there. We filmed him. I've been knowing Jam, I want to say, early 90s. As a matter of fact, I sold him my. We used to use the DAT player when we used to perform. So I sold him my DAT player. Yeah, and then that's when I think we started getting into like the instant replay machines. So, but now, as far as you guys come together, when you guys released your first project, was it a single? Was it an album? Was it a maxi single? Was it an EP? What was it?
It was a maxi single, right?
Yeah.
It was a maxi single.
Songs.
Yeah. Now, and the reason why I bring up maxi single because this generation, I guess, doesn't know what a maxi single is.
Yeah. And be straight with you. There was no CDs back then.
Right.
It was just vinyl and cassette.
Vinyl and cassette, yeah. And maybe a little bit of 8-track still hanging around.
Yeah.
You know, but maxi singles had 4 songs. Today, people consider an EP either 5 or 6 songs, or they'll just drop a single.
Yeah.
So, because I remember when we dropped I'm Not Your Puppet song, it was on a maxi single. But that, you know, Disney being new, they didn't really know what they were doing. They dropped a maxi single, then they pulled it out after they sold 100,000 copies. So they went to the single, which just had the I'm Not Your Puppet with the instrumental. You know, and that was dope because back then, people included instrumentals, you know, so that way DJs can cut it up or people can freestyle over them or whatever. So now you guys dropped this project, okay, maxi single, 4 songs. Can you guys do you remember the 4 songs?
Yeah, it was Masterpiece, This Is Dago, Can't Live With It Without You, and Let It Play.
Okay. What was the response, starting with you, that you were hearing on the streets about it?
Dude, everybody loved it, man.
Okay.
You know, the only people that was talking shit was all the fucking haters. You know?
Wait, at that time we were the group, and there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
There was no other group that was like
So it's either you
Comparing with us.
it's either you loved us or you hate us. There was no middle ground.
Yeah, there's
you know
no
what I
in
mean?
between, yeah.
So like there was like people like these guys are putting it down for Dago, and then there was the haters on the side who were like fuck them dudes, man. They think we're better than them and that kind of deal. You know what I mean?
Right. And what was the feedback that you were getting on your side when that dropped?
Feedback on the
Like on the street, what did you hear people saying about you guys' project?
man. Well, the project that we had was it was a little bit of a different style, because we dropped four songs,
right?
And each song was for different people, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it wasn't just all rap. It was like we try to hit different kind of people so we can
And when they dropped, what was the word on the street that you were hearing? Was it dope? I mean,
they started selling our records at the warehouse and stuff. So yeah.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah, we were the first group in San Diego. Period.
In the warehouse,
in
the
warehouse,
record store,
in a major distribution record chain like the store, to get in. Like,
and this was without a record company.
Without distribution. We just they reached out to us
and said, people keep coming into the store and asking for your cassette, and we need your cassette. So then we went there like kids, brought them a bunch of cassettes. They were like, well, we can't sell them. You guys need
barcodes.
You need barcodes. What the fuck you mean barcodes?
What the fuck's a barcode?
Rob figured out a way to came up to LA and got barcodes on our shit. It was like, we're like kids who just would figure it out.
And putting them barcode stickers on all our cassettes, man. That's what we would do. Have all the homies come over tonight. Hey, everybody got to put one of these on a cassette, man.
When you say what was the word in the street, I'll tell you exactly how it was going down. Our cassettes we would give to the little at the swap meets and the mom and pop stores.
Yeah.
We would drop off the tapes, and by the time we would get back to the pad, they would ask, "Hey, you guys need to bring us some more tapes." You guys are outselling MC Hammer. MC Hammer's Too Legit to Quit or whatever it was at the time. Can't touch this? Okay. Yeah. We were outselling MC Hammer at the time. So that's how we knew. We were like, okay, yeah, we're on to something.
Is it safe to say, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, that you guys are possibly the first hip hop group coming out of San Diego?
Yep.
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Well, not only that, we did a lot of shows in San Diego, and at that time there was you didn't hear nobody else.
Yeah.
Right.
You heard in LA.
In the hoods. You heard in the hoods, like, hey, this dude's rapping over here, and this dude's rapping in Southeast, and this dude's over here in Cedro rapping, and whoever. But we were the ones that were on the radio. We were the ones in the store. We were the ones opening up for the who's who.
Every major act that would come down and they needed a rap group to open up, they would call us.
It was us.
Really?
Yeah.
Two Live Crew. We opened up for Two Live Crew. We did
Cypress Hill. Anybody who came to San Diego to perform, it was like, hey, you guys come on.
Wow, that's okay. Now let's speak a little bit about radio. How did you guys manage to get on radio?
Dude, Rob, but then it was just the demand mostly, man. Like they wanted to hear it.
They were calling, and here's the backstory on that. It was really frustrating because we wanted to be on the radio so bad, and they would keep telling us we would give them Masterpiece or at the time this is Dago, and they would be like, nah, that's too. It's too. We had even more stuff, the stuff that we didn't release, and they say we can't put that on.
It's like it's too underground.
It's too underground.
We did more of a hip hop pop song.
So, but L was a DJ, and he was DJing parties, and he knew what the people liked.
Yes.
And at the time, it was Stevie B,
all the freestyle songs,
Nasera, the freestyle songs, and so he's like, well, he said you guys got to come out with something to a beat like this, and then so he made a beat, Let It Play, and I went and wrote the song like in 10 minutes,
and it was just like, I sampled that old PLAY.
Play with me. That's just dope.
Play at your own risk. It was bubblegum rhymes. Threw it over it. We made it. we gave that to the radio station.
Four major radio stations down in San Diego,
and they just
91X.
They just
Back
started
in the
playing
days, their big station was Q106.
Okay, I was a Q106, yeah.
Okay, it was Q106. It was 92.5 and Z90.
And Z90.
And Z90. I think I still have a picture of me and the DJ at Z90.
Okay.
I'll show it to you guys during the break.
So they that record, like Michael said, because of the demand, it even started hitting rotation, and it was just they just played it all, and that's the song. Let It Play was the song that kind of like blew us up, and we was like, I know I was like, I hate like that song. I hate that song, man. And I wanted them to play, you know, the underground stuff, but they wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole back then.
And that's usually the way it is because the record labels, and I get it because it's business, you know, they imagine the video or they imagine the nightclub, they imagine people bumping on the radio. It's in their mind is how can I sell this?
Yeah.
You know, and that stuff is dope. Your underground stuff is dope, but I can't sell it.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I get it because even when we were signed, they wanted High C to be like a Will Smith.
Yeah.
You know, and he wasn't like that.
Yeah.
You know, what a lot of people don't know is that we got paid to literally change our whole album around because it was actually a whole lot dirtier and a lot more street.
Yeah.
But they wanted it a little bit to be more radio.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, so, but yeah.
And that's exactly what we did. We had to come up with something to, excuse me, to, you know, to please them.
Yeah, yeah. Now
Not only that, the concerts, our concerts, we sold them all of them, every single one of them.
Really?
It sold out all the
Sold
time.
out, yeah. When we used to do shows,
Wow.
and it's crazy, man. We used to do shows all over too, man.
Everywhere, man.
It's, you know, and that's the beauty of that time is because for me, hip hop was still somewhat new, you know, and to experience what you guys have experienced. And I know that today's a little bit different. I think like for an example, when you guys would perform, how long would your set be? Like how much would they give you guys?
Our sets were pretty long.
It's because we did a show.
We did a show.
I had my own little 10 minutes.
Yeah,
when they introduced everybody, and then I do my freestyle.
Yeah.
So we did it like a show, basically.
Okay. Okay, so like give me a guesstimate of time.
Yeah, I would say 30 to 40 minutes because we would, and literally, because of all those concerts, Fresh Fest and everything, when I was going to the concerts, we were like studying. Like if we were going to class.
Well, you was a student of hip hop.
Yeah. And then so when we were performing, we're doing a show like the shows that we watched and we liked. And then we would go home with the VHS tape and watch our show and like laugh about parts that we thought were whack, and then we would fix, like I would like, okay, we're not doing that no more, and we need to bring they loved it when L did that with the records. We're gonna start with that the next show, and then Michael, I need you to get this a little shorter or whatever.
Right.
And then it was from the beginning, an introduction just for us to walk out on the stage. We had music, just us walking out. Then we did the whole. It was a whole show,
We
man.
had like the intro, and then the middle. You would do a song, and then we'll cut a break right in between. You know, then they get to introduce the guys in the group, and then you go to another song, and then from there we always like had little breaks in between songs.
Yeah,
we didn't just jump into the other song we had breaks. They talked to the crowd. They did all kind of stuff. And
you know, and I'm glad you guys are sharing this because look how far we've come that today, I think they call it pay for play, where they have rappers now paying the promoter to perform.
Yeah, that's the new thing.
Like, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I've had guys here, I got to sell tickets or else I can't perform.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell does that mean?
That's what they're doing now.
I remember when we first got paid for a show, and I was just like, wow. We got money now? We got money, you know? That was crazy, man. I was young. I didn't even know about about all that shit.
And then today, like, I've talked to, these young rappers that I like to, encourage and motivate them to keep doing it if they love it, Some dudes just want to do it for the money. Obviously, you guys did it because you guys love hip-hop. Right. You guys were students of it. Right. I wish we had more of that today. Some people just kind of just want to do it for the gram. For likes, comments, etc. But I've asked, like, hey, so you're performing this week? Like, I'll ask like a youngster, and he'll like, oh yeah, how long is your set? I might catch it, or it's only like 7 minutes. So I don't know, honestly, what you can do
in 7 minutes.
In 5 or 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And I actually went to go see this one guy. He didn't know that I was there. And he told me he was going to perform at 9 o'clock. And I got there and I watched him. You know how many people were there? 2 people.
There you go.
I left without me telling him that I was there.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked him. I said, hey, man, so how did your show go? Oh, man, it was dope. I rocked it. Everybody was all into it. And here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Look, bro, if it was 2 people there was 2 people there.
That's right.
Give those 2 people their show.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to lie to me, but I did see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think a lot of these guys, this is one thing that I believe. And again, I'm going to sound like a hater, but I'm just going to be honest. I believe a lot of this new generation doesn't understand what paying dues is.
Right.
They don't, man.
They don't.
I'm telling you, man. We did shows we did it at the Navy Exchange.
We rapped at the Navy Exchange. We rapped at Quince's. We rapped at the backyard keggers. We rapped wherever we could rap. We rapped. My son is rapping now, and these are the conversations that I had with him.
Yeah.
And I said, you gotta pay dues, and you gotta perform. I don't care if there's 5 people there. In your mind, you're performing for 5,000.
Yeah.
And if you could leave there with 2 of those 5 people being your fan, then you have done your job.
That's
because
right.
I go, that's what we did. I said we didn't care. We liked performing and we liked rapping so much that we didn't care where we was rapping. We was performing like that was the concert of our lifetime.
Right.
You know? So I think it's when you say you go to a show and these dudes are doing these 7-minute sets and there's only 10 people in the crowd, is because there's like 10 million rappers out here now.
But
because of the internet.
It's not even that. There's a lot of dudes doing shows. Like, what I don't understand is, you know, you got to keep it short, sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they don't know your music,
right, your catalog, yeah,
and you're doing song from beginning to end, and then also talking like 30 minutes, you know, in between each song,
right.
And dude, I've seen that because I still DJ, and I just did I DJ'd for the Loonies,
okay,
and they had some other dudes rapping there, man, and they were just going. No one knew, just people just looking at them, and just like.
I know.
You know, and I was just like, dude, you know, like,
yeah,
shorten it up, sweeten it up, man. Just let people hear you and
want more.
Want more, exactly.
Yeah. I remember when me and High C first performed, we were getting 20-minute sets, okay? Yeah. But we were opening up with a lot of big groups with their EPMD, DOS Effects, Ghetto Boys. Mm-hmm. So they would say 20 minutes. And then I would say, bro, we're going to fit in 4 songs in this motherfucker, and we're going to rock it. Even though we're going to leave it short and sweet, we're going to want them to want more.
There you go. Yeah.
So verse, chorus, go to the next one. Yeah. We started with intro music. In the middle, we had some hype music. Yeah. And at the end, we had some outro music, you know, something to keep them hyped up throughout the whole show. But that's when you implemented the DJ, and the DJ played a big part in it. And I always had my little damn, you know, my little shit when I was cutting and scratching.
That was him right there.
Yeah, you know, that was the fun thing, you know, because we're incorporating all elements of hip hop, which I believe today the only element of hip hop that people use today is the rap part.
Yeah.
That's it.
You don't really see the DJs in the performances anymore. It's just like Michael said, it's a dude up there just rapping for 20 minutes, the same song,
okay,
and just, you know, lyric, and I say people get drowsy on that.
Okay. Now let me ask you guys a question. When the group is formed, did you guys have another name before the Legion of Doom?
Yeah, it was hilarious. It's Robin Will and DJ LSD. That was the name of the group when we first came out. And then going back to what Michael said about going to the wrestling.
Okay.
We used to like watching wrestling, and there was a tag team called the Legion of Doom. Road Warriors. And that was our favorite tag team. And we said, yeah, man, LOD, Legion of Doom. And that's how the name, that's literally how we got the name.
And it was just like, we don't care, you know, people are like, who's the Legion of Doom? It's like,
you know?
Hey.
Oh, wow. You know, I'm glad you guys bring up wrestling, because I interviewed a guy that, once again, and the reason why I'm bringing him up is because we're talking about wrestling. His name's Antonio Pelayo. He works for Disney, and he throws events every year. last night he threw one Dia de los Muertos event, awesome event. But he does throughout the year wrestling events, and he calls it La Bulla. And this, when I say wrestling events, it's a lucha libre event where it's all about wrestlers. Yeah. Like, so I'll let you guys know. I think it's going to be December 11th. He's doing it right here in Long Beach, and it's just dedicated just to wrestlers.
Wow.
So maybe you guys might be interested in coming through.
Cool.
Yeah, all the like Mil Mascara, Santo, Blue Demon, all those guys. So so Legion of Doom, you guys did that. Now, for the people that may not know, you guys dropped a maxi single. What came next before Rob, caught his case?
We had the
Nobody's identical.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was that, a single or?
Yeah, that was a single. We
Okay.
dropped that single. We was getting ready to shoot the video for that single, and then that's when the shit hit the fan.
Right. Okay.
People got locked up.
Okay.
The video pretty much went away, and then it was just at the time me and Michael, and we did a car show. I don't know if you remember. It was at Southwest High School. It was a car show, and I was up there on stage, and I was feeling some type of way, and I just looked at Michael like, "Yeah, man, that's the last show, man." I think I was more in my feelings because my brothers weren't there, and it kind of took the wind out of me a little bit. And,
right.
And then that's when the music kind of just went to the wayside. Like from there, Michael stayed in the game.
Uh-huh.
That's when he started producing with other artists and all that. And he got me to do a couple of songs with a couple of those artists, but that was the extent for me.
Right.
So I kind of just went straight to the real life deal.
Okay. So the maxi single came out, the 4 songs. You guys dropped another single. Yeah. Was the album coming?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of songs lined up already.
It was
even when we pulled those out because those were the ones that they wanted. Like,
right.
They didn't want the underground ones. We got all the underground stored.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay. So the album was coming, and then like I said, that we was getting ready to shoot the video. The album was coming, and then all that stuff happened, and then everything went away from there. And Michael stayed in the game a little bit.
Okay. I don't know. I know how sad it can be when you're up on stage and you said, "My brothers are no longer here," and then you just pretty much figured it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Because I was a kid, and then I was like in my head about, I don't know if they're ever gonna get out. What are we doing this for? I didn't have the wherewithal to think, yeah, keep it going, dude. Because when they get out, we could just, keep it going with the flow. Because at the time we had offers, we had deals.
Yeah.
People were
offering label deals.
People were offering us labels, but record deals. But Rob was smart enough to take those contracts to attorneys. Because as a kid, I don't know about L&M, but I wanted to sign anything. You put something in front of me, I would have signed it.
Of course.
And Rob was like, no, hold on. When he would take it to an attorney, and the attorney would tell us, "Hey, this contract is bullshit. They're gonna just you guys are gonna sign this, and you guys ain't gonna make no money, and they can do whatever the hell they want." And then Rob would be like, "Nah, we're not gonna do that," because Rob had a vision.
Yes.
He saw that we were making money already.
Right.
People wanted our music already. He was selling. He was making our own. He was making our own records, the wax and the cassettes. He was paying for all of that
independently.
And we were selling out of everything, and he said, "We're gonna keep doing it this way,
right,
until somebody offers us a legitimate contract."
Right,
Yeah.
right. Wow. Did you want to say something, brother?
No, I just because Rob, like when he started that, he basically made his own little record company.
Yeah. Legion Records.
Yeah. So he started the Legion Records, and then he started with that right there. He wanted to build like a company where he can get other rappers to be on his label,
right,
and stuff like that.
Right, right.
So his vision was good.
Yeah, and it was for Dago, and even though we were taking the shots, because usually the people that are up there take the shots.
Right.
People was hating on us. He was all about Dago, and he wanted, and all of us, we wanted whoever to get to that level and get the worldwide distribution, and I remember J.O. Felony was gonna sign with Rob, and there was, we didn't have hate for other groups, even though a lot of groups hated us.
And you know what, back then, since we're talking about back then, that word hate didn't exist. You know what it was? It was jealousy.
Yes.
You were just jealous.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
And today we just flipped it to, he's just hating, but you're just jealous. And it's like today, people cannot say, I'm sorry. You know what they say? My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Which that doesn't mean a damn thing, bro. You know, to me, you know, words like please, thank you, excuse me are still powerful.
Yeah.
You know, but with moving forward in this generation, a lot of people, they just kind of watered down. You know, if I did you wrong, I'm not going to say, that's on me, homie, my bad. No, I'm going to say, I'm truly sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, brother,
Yeah, you know, and that's how
you don't hear that at all no more. No.
Yeah, so people that were coming against you guys, they were just jealous, bro. And me personally, here's my thing. You don't have to be jealous if you're doing your own thing. You do your thing, and I'll do my thing. Like, why you worried about me?
Yeah.
You know, like I remember one time, this one guy, when my album came out, only one guy ever told me to my face, and he said it this way: your album was fucking whack, homie. And I said, all right, cool, thank you, man. I had a major record deal, so I didn't have to fucking worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
He caught the bus, and I drove my Mercedes home. Okay? Then we became friends, and then I saw my cassette at his house.
There you go. There you go.
So, you know, but anyways, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break. We're going to come right back, and we're going to pick up right where we left off. Is that
Sounds
cool?
good.
Okay, everybody, once again, the Legion of Doom, San Diego, San Isidro, please stand up. Much love, much respect to you guys. So make sure you call somebody. You guys know the rest. We'll be back in 10 minutes after a long-ass 8-ball piss.
It's me, Little Easy E, Eric Wright, and a lot of you know me, know I like to smile. And to thank for my beautiful smile, I want to thank Occidental. That's Occidental in Hollywood. So check this out. For all your dental needs, be sure to come to them, because they'll be there to take care of you. That's Occidental in Hollywood. Check them out.
Yeah, doggy. Yo, what's up? It's Anthony Campos, a.k.a. Big Citric, inviting everybody to tune in and subscribe to Tony Vision, Roadium Radio with your host, Tony A. the Wizard.
What's happening? It's your boy Bobby Castro, and I'm here at Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out the shit.
What's good, y'all? Eric Bobo from the mighty Cypress Hill, chilling right here on Roadium Radio with the homeboy Tony A. the Wizard. That's right.
Hey everybody, this is Cliff Ritchie, and I'm here on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
What's cracking? It's your homie Crazy Boy, Blue Rain Music. You tuned in to Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A. the Wizard. Tune in every Wednesday and Sunday right here.
What's up, everybody? This is Dali C, the Trap Queen, and you guys are listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you guys tune in.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Bobby B, and you're live with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
1212 coming to you live from the Harbor area. DJ Ralph M rocking beats with my man Tony A. Rocking the SP1200. Let's go.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Yella coming straight out of Compton, Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. Check him out.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Miss Gatti from NYC. Andamos aquí with Tony A. the Wizard at Roadium Radio. You already know how to bring that NYC love. Hey, shout out to all of you guys.
Hey, what's cracking? It's that Guilty One. You're tuned into Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard, live every Sunday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Like and subscribe.
What's going on? It's Hazard. You are tuned in with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Sunday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Like and subscribe on YouTube.
Yo, this is your boy Invincible, and you are watching the Roadium Radio Show with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you're tuned in and watching. Ooh-ah.
What's up, guys? This is Isabella Soul, and you're tuning in with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
What's up, guys? It's your girl J-Rocks. I'm here on Roadium Radio with your host, Tony A. the Wizard. I'll make sure to tune in on Sundays and Wednesdays, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Yo, what's up? This Jose Homicide. You hanging out at Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard. Like and subscribe.
What's up with it, dog? It's West Coast Gilly on Roadium Radio with the legend Tony A. the Wizard on Tony Vision. You know what it is, West Coast to the fullest. Believe that.
What's up, everybody? This is Stefan Ori. You're listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Doughboy Tony. You're tuned into Roadium Radio with West Coast legend Tony A. the Wizard.
What up? It's your boy Lottie the G, straight out of Santa Ana, CA, and we're right here live in the mix with the West Coast legend Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio, Tony Vision on YouTube.
You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch.
less than 1 2 1 2. Right about now, Eazy-E and Dr. Dre's in the motherfucking house.
Times are getting crazy, it's really hard to choose it. The Roadium's a spot to get funky, fresh music. Easy motherfucking E and my homeboy Dr. Dre. MC Ren is in effect, and you know we don't play. The Roadium is hitting, but you know you can't leave until you get a deaf-ass tape from Steve. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape.
Yeah, man, I came all the way down to the Roadium spot beat, man, to pick up one of them NWA tapes, man. And I talked to homeboy Steve down there, man, and he said I'm fresh out of tapes, man. How the fuck you fresh out of tapes, man? He said cause they selling like hotcakes and shit, man. That's my man throwing down. Hey, Paul, what's for dinner?
Yo, her, take it from the top.
Get that shit, new chump. Power move on.
If you mess with me.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 208. And you know what? We're just going to go ahead and jump right back into it with Legion of Doom, the first hip-hop group out of San Diego.
Yep.
Okay. So I know some people probably don't like that, but I'm going to go ahead and say it because I believe you guys deserve you guys' flowers. You know, but there was a lot of things that you guys were sharing off camera, and I always say that many times some of the best interviews are off camera. So we're going to try to reopen some of those interviews that we were sharing earlier. You were playing for me some of the songs that were never released, and some of those songs contain a lot of Spanglish or a lot of Spanish. Spanish and then Spanglish going back and forth, English and Spanish. And that, if I'm correct, that was from your brother Rob.
Yes.
Okay. Now, obviously, you guys have a lot of songs that have never been released. Around what year would you say that he started rapping in Spanish or Spanglish?
80-45.
Yeah.
80-45.
Yeah. Okay, you confirm that? Okay. Yeah. Because a lot of people out here in LA, and I was sharing with you guys, credit Frost for being the first Chicano rapper from LA. Not that he's the first, but the first who took it to the next level as far as major record deal on the radio and being a great song, La Raza.
Yeah.
Okay. But now going to San Diego, because I asked a rapper here, and let me give him a shout out, GPA, who showed you guys a lot of love. He's from San Diego as well.
Yeah.
And I asked him, who do you believe is the first Chicano rappers, period? And he said, Legion of Doom. He said, that's easy. Now, I know that you guys are half Guamanian and half Mexican, if I'm correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And so I just wanted to give you guys your rightful place in history as far as Roadium Radio is concerned, that you guys had been doing that for years. But I think possibly because the stuff never came out, a lot of the stuff, so some of the people may not have ever known that you guys had been doing this long before, years ago in the 80s.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say, because I heard it.
Yeah.
So
and again, goes back to what we were talking about before. The radio stations didn't want to play that, so that when the music was there, the music was offered, but they were like, that's too. At that time, that's too hardcore. We need something more lighter than that.
Right.
So
that's why we came out with some of the other songs that we had. Right.
Not only that, Rob was always raw. He didn't care that explicit stuff.
Right.
Yep. He would come out and say whatever.
And you know, and I'm glad you're sharing that, because NWA was the first record that I ever saw the sticker on it.
Explicit lyrics?
Yes, it was the first time. So your guys probably would have had to have had that on there.
For sure.
You know.
Yeah.
And that would have been. Can you imagine if that album did come out? You know, the name and the recognition that you guys would have now, because that would have broke barriers as far as the language is concerned. Not only the style of music, the rap style, but also Spanish/Spanglish on there.
Yeah.
You know, you guys, because people are finding out now because they're listening to the interview, but at the same time, they didn't know what was on those songs.
Yeah.
So I hope that eventually you guys release that.
Yeah,
the plan is to do that.
That's
man.
our plan. We're
That's the
we're
plan.
going to release a couple of the songs that we had from like 80, 88.
Yeah.
We had back then that's never been released. We're thinking of like just trying to touch them up a little bit and put them out. Put them out there.
Now, back then, obviously, we didn't have Pro Tools.
Yeah.
We didn't have Logic. We didn't have Fruity Loops or GarageBand or whatever.
Yeah.
What were you guys recording on? 4-track?
8-track. I had a Tascam 688.
Okay.
Cassette 8-track.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and just my SP1200, man.
And do you still have the masters to those songs?
Yeah. Well, they're still on the 8-track. I still have them on that 8-track.
Wow. I'm sure somebody will want to buy that 8-track.
I still have the 8-track too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Records, wax.
Yeah.
Now, you were sharing with me earlier how you guys came out here to Pico Rivera, and you guys, I believe you guys were invited by Cypress Hill.
No.
Or
we did a showcase out here.
A showcase.
It was a showcase showdown. So it was like whoever won the showcase showdown, you come, you present yourself, and you do a song, and if you win, the winner gets a record deal.
Oh, okay.
And I was telling you that's how we met, Cypress Hill.
Okay.
They were in it, and we took first place on that.
Really?
Yeah.
And so, what did they offer you guys?
It was a record deal.
It was a record deal, but again, Rob was like, I'm taking this record deal to the attorney, and I was like, nah, let's just sign it. And he was like, nah, and we took it to the attorney, and the attorney told us, hey man, this record deal is no good. You guys are not gonna make anything. They're not gonna do anything. And then
it's because it was like, you got when you're signing a contract, it's got
he
20
pages,
pages,
so he knows.
So you got to read in detail everything.
Yeah.
So
we were kids, man.
The thing was, the lawyer would highlight everything we needed to know.
Yeah.
Then they say, they're gonna own you for this long.
Yeah.
You're gonna sing songs whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
They want you to sing this song.
Yeah.
You're gonna sing. Rob's like, I'm not singing nobody else's songs. I'm doing it. He goes, if you sign the contract, you got to do with the
whatever the label tells you.
Yeah. So Rob would be like, nah, I ain't doing that. And then they wanted us to give us bonuses, like, straight 100 racks, whatever, just, to sign.
Right.
We were like, man, we could do something.
Yeah, I was like, let's sign.
And Rob was like, nah, bro, because we're going to be stuck with them for this long. So that's when Rob, started trying to do his own record label and all this stuff.
Now, let me ask you guys this, okay? And this is before, I guess, you guys' brother got incarcerated. Yeah. From the time that the maxi single came out to the time that he got incarcerated, how long were you guys doing this now? How long was that?
It was already,
we put in work, man. It was like 10 years. Like, we from the time we were doing backyard parties, then the maxi. Okay, I see what you're saying.
From the maxi single to the time he got incarcerated.
I would say.
Move the mic a little bit closer,
I think it was like two years.
Okay.
Like 2 years.
Nah, the maxi single came out like in 80.
Yeah, when did Rob go?
In like
91.
91. Okay, yeah. It was like 2 or 3 years. 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
And
everything.
That's when he started going in and out.
Yeah.
It was in and out of prison
until he got this long stretch.
Then he got the long stretch
in 2000, right?
Mm-hmm.
With all due respect, did you guys ever feel like saying, man, just chill, dude?
Oh, all the time.
All the time, man.
All the time,
Rob was something else, bro. Rob was like, you can tell him, this, hey, stop, and that meant go.
He said, okay, you tell us. Yeah. Stop.
And the reason why I share that is because I knew certain managers when we first signed that had certain groups. And of course, they had signed certain black artists, but either they were a Blood or a Crip, and they were always worried about it. They were talented. Mm-hmm. I won't say their names, but they were always talented. Active. And their manager used to hang out with my manager, and I used to always hear the conversations. Man, if I could just keep this guy out of jail, this guy can really fucking blow up. Mm-hmm. Man, if I can just keep this other guy out of jail. I remember one guy had a Blood. He had just got out, signed him. Another guy had a active Crip. But they were just in and out, and then one guy, again, I'll leave his name out of it. I do believe he was dope. I think he could have blown the hell up, but he just didn't have a good head on his shoulders. Mm-hmm. I guess he thought he could bring the gang element into the rap and it not, you know, and he ended up getting 5 years. Manager dropped him. And I remember he used to call our studio and he used to try to convince our manager to record him over the phone. He wanted a record deal. I'm like, that's not going to work, dude.
Yeah.
You know, so, oh well. But you know what? I know you said he's up for parole. Hopefully things work out.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
Yeah, that would be dope.
That's the hope.
Now, another thing that you guys mentioned, and I believe it's worthy, you guys were in a museum, if I'm correct?
Yeah. We're in a museum in San Diego and the.
Please speak a little bit closer, sir.
Was it the Natural History Museum?
Okay.
In San Diego, they did a, I guess like a little, I don't know what they call it in the museum.
Like an exhibit or something?
Yeah, an exhibit. There you go. They did an exhibit of music in the '80s in San Diego. Yeah.
And you guys were right there.
Right there, man.
Yeah, man. They took all our stuff and then they did. For the opening exhibit, they did a big opening and they had a lot of people come. And it was cool, man.
It was cool, man. They had all, like, everybody who was doing something back in the 80s. Like, they had, you know, graffiti writers. They had all the people doing all the art pieces, the break dancers. They had all their stuff in there, too, and all that stuff, man. It was dope, man. It was dope. It was nice, you know.
Now, let me ask you guys this, because now that I'm doing visuals, this is what I do. Do you guys have a lot of pictures of back then?
Oh, yeah.
Or video?
A lot of pictures. The videos, I don't know. We don't know what happened to the videos, but we have videos. But we
have videos of like a lot of our shows and stuff like that.
We don't know what happened to them, but we do have a lot of pictures.
Okay, the reason why I'm asking is because you guys never know. You guys may want to put together a small little documentary.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? You know, because I used to have videos of me in the studio that my manager used to always film us just working. Me just turning on the drum machine. I'm like, man, why you gotta film me? You know, not knowing that 30 years later, you know, I may want to see that or may share it with the people, you know, because we had a gold record. So I'm just thankful that because all the pictures that I used in my documentary, when I say my documentary, well, the documentary that I filmed to remember his name were all the pictures that he took back then, 80s and 90s. If he would have never had gave me those photos, there would be no documentary.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just like that time, like, but see, back then, you know, like now, how you say everybody documents with this.
Yes.
There was no this back then.
Yeah, nothing.
You know, like I said, I go, you know, we met Dr. Dre back then, you know, when he was with the Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, share that, please.
Yeah, you know, when Dr. Dre came down, Dr. Dre was in the Wrecking Crew.
Yeah.
And they came down and performed. Ice Cube and was it Sir Jinx were in CIA.
And Crew in Action. Yeah.
CIA opened up for the Wrecking Crew at a roller rink down in San Diego.
Sweetwater roller skate rink.
And we were a group already back then. And we went out there, watched the show and everything. We got to meet. We met them back then, and like I said, you know, I have a picture with a lot of celebrities, you know, and
right.
I never got to take a picture with Dre or nobody. You know, there was no, you know,
right.
If you didn't have a camera, you know, you didn't have nothing.
And then even if you did have a camera and you did the flash, you don't know how that picture came out. You know, and if you kept that film too long, or if you never got it developed, or you had it for years, there's a chance that shit might never ever even develop. So, a lot of my pictures, I had to like enhance them because they were so damn blurry.
Yeah.
So, you know, you had to get somebody great with Photoshop to enhance them and bring it out. So, yeah, but now we have 4K.
Exactly.
So, you guys are lucky, okay? So,
the kids are.
Yeah.
But back at that exhibit, and I was talking with Michael the other day about it, I said, somebody walked up to me while we were in the museum and asked me, hey, Will, how does it feel to influence a whole generation of hip-hop in San Diego?
Yeah.
And I said, damn, I had never really thought about it like that, but I said, I guess it feels dope, man. That's dope. Like when I thought about all the groups that came after us, and we had opened up these doors,
yes,
and then these groups took it and
ran
flew with it and ran with it.
Yeah.
Michael was telling you, like you said, the stories off the record was, you know, groups like POD. I remember when they were just little babies in our living room. They would go and Rob would buy pizza and have them all in there, and he would give everybody T-shirts, flyers, or whatever, and go hit up, you know, every high school in Dago and just hand them out Legion of Doom stickers, 151 stickers, and stuff like that. And then these guys were like, they got the deal and went got the distribution and just blew up, and
Yeah.
it was on MTV and winning awards and doing all this, and I'm sitting there at the house going, damn, that's dope. They did it, you know.
Right.
And and again, that to me it was like love, because that was San Diego. Like, these dudes are from Dago, and they blew up, you know.
Yeah.
And they used to look up to us when they were kids.
How do you feel knowing that you guys were in the museum and you guys influenced a generation, of people from San Diego?
Good. I ain't got no words for that. You know.
Right. Now I know you also shared that back then in the 80s, if I'm correct, you guys used to just sport all the San Diego gear.
Yeah,
we're the first ones to start all that. It was even way before, like you would see, like, everybody here in LA wearing LA or
the Raiders
Kings
stuff,
or whatever, Yeah, we were already sporting all that stuff, man. Our Max single, we were wearing Padre gear, and we had custom Padre jerseys that said San Diego on them, and on the back they said Legion of Doom.
Wow.
All embroidered, everything, man. It was like, Rob never held back on nothing for us, man. He always, even from the beginning, our shows, if Rob didn't like the sound system and say we did it in the club, we'll bring our own sound system to the club.
And that was the homies.
Yeah, the homies.
Carrying the Sirwin Vegas and everything. And the mic.
Because I'll tell you, because sometimes that sound system makes a world of difference, man.
It does, man. Rob bought us the mics, huh?
Yeah.
I would carry my SP1200, have all the music ready. Until he bought us a DAT machine, and I recorded everything on the DAT.
Yeah.
And then I would just have everything on the DAT ready to go.
Yeah. For those of you, DAT stands for digital audio tape. Because a lot of times we may say DAT and they're like, what's that? Sometimes we just have to explain to the younger generation the things that we had to go through.
Yeah.
And I remember being in Houston, Texas, and it was so hot and musty in that damn club because it was so damn crowded that our DAT machine stopped because it got sweaty. It literally.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the hell? So I took that thing outside, trying to cool it off or something, But that's just the way it was back then.
What about when you were DJing outside and the sun melted the records?
Oh my God!
It happened to me a couple of times. I'd be like, oh man, it's warping the records.
Yeah, and once again, warping is when the sun hits the vinyl. All of a sudden, they look like chicharrón. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it sucks. It sucks. But you know what? But back then we carried the record crates.
Yep.
Today they just carry a laptop.
It was the milk crates full of records.
Yeah, the milk crates full of records. Back then, I don't think they sold them. We just had to steal them.
Yeah.
That's just the way it was. And to me, I think that's why I love that era so much, because to be what you wanted to be, you had to put in work.
Yep.
You had to put in work.
Yeah.
Today, let's just be honest, and once again, not picking on anybody. You can have a weird hairstyle. You can mumble rap, load it to TikTok, and become a celebrity overnight. There's a possibility of that.
It's like buying a lottery ticket.
Yeah, and back then when you went in, let's just say you went into a studio and you recorded on 2-inch, just getting studio time, just buying the reel, just paying possibly musicians, paying the engineer. You're already in the hole when nothing has ever came out.
That's right.
Yeah, it's funny you say talking about engineer, man. I remember what one of the single we put out. We came up here to record it, man, and Ice-T's engineer Vacek.
Yeah.
He did ours.
This is Dago.
Really? Now, did you guys record at Echo Sound?
No, at Milagro.
Okay, I don't remember that place.
It's up in Burbank, by Burbank.
Okay, because Vacek is the same guy who did the beginning of Cold Rock stuff for King T.
Yeah, King T.
Yeah. My first song that I ever recorded.
And it's crazy how you say that, man, because, that just goes to show you how far back, King T was before, and here in LA, he was before a lot of him and, before a lot of the groups, man,
Right.
And we were doing stuff with the same people they doing stuff with. But we're from San Diego, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So, Vacek was actually my first engineer for the first song that I ever did scratching on, which was produced by Sir Jinx, and the rapper was Dazzy D.
Okay.
And that record was released on Thin Line Records, released by the owner of VIP Records from Long Beach. That was VIP Records' first single under the label Thin Line Records. So Jinx was the producer, Daddy D was the rapper, and I was the DJ, and Bachik was the engineer. Yeah, so Armenian cat. Yeah.
Bachik Agañas. Bachik Agañas or something like that.
Yeah, bro. That's you know what? Man, those are great memories.
That guy, man.
I don't know. You know what? When King T was here, because I interviewed him here, he we talked a little bit about that off camera, but he said the last time he was there was when the place got shot up. So he said like literally got lit up. So I'm like, fuck, I'm glad I wasn't there. But yeah, he said after that, he goes, I never went back. We switched studios. But okay, now let's go back to something that I want to shine light on. So the maxi single comes out, then you guys drop the next single, then it's just you and him up on stage. You say, my brothers are no longer here, it's a rap, but you continue producing. Can you share with us who you produce for?
A lot of local. You know,
okay.
Like I ended up hooking up with like POD.
Okay.
And Little One. Night Owl.
Yeah, a lot of the locals in San Diego.
A lot of locals and stuff. Basically, that's it. And I also had other groups that I was working with myself.
Okay. So you stayed busy among that. Okay. And all this was SB12?
Yeah, SB1200, yeah.
Did you go from SB12 to the MPC like 2000, 3000, or did you start with the MPC 60?
No, I went to the 2000 XL.
Okay, yeah. You know what's funny, man? Okay, I love the SB12. Yeah. I love it. I don't know if you still have yours.
Yeah, I still have mine, yeah.
Oh, shit.
I took it up to, what's his name? Brought it up here to...
Pro Sound? No, not Pro Sound.
Dude fixes them.
I know. I'm trying to remember.
What's his name? I brought it to just Bruce Forat.
Oh, okay. Just to refurbish it, pretty much.
Refurbished everything, to brand new again, man.
You know what? I just ordered the S2400 by Isla Instruments. It's an independent drum machine, and it's supposed to be like I call it the older brother of the SB12. It looks just like the SB12. Okay. But it's funny that the SB12 is releasing a new SB12, and I'm like, I just bought this new one, and now you bastards want to come out with the,
Is it the one with the little SD drive?
I believe so. Yes, the new SB12. Yeah, that one. I would rather have that one, but I'm not going to pay $4,000. Okay, compared to $1,400. Yeah. And right now, everybody's raving about the S2400. And you can switch the bit rate to make it sound just like the SB12. That's what I wanted. Okay, I used to have two SB12s, but then I got rid of them.
I used to have two of them, and then my brother took one and never saw that again.
You?
No, my oldest brother.
Right.
Greg. Greg took it, man.
No, but you know what? When the MPC came out, I had the MPC 60, and I hated that bastard. Yeah. So even though I had more time, I still like the 10-second sampling time on the SB12. Okay. Now keep in mind, the SB12 had 10 seconds worth of sampling time, 2.5 seconds on the. But if you if you were creative, you knew how to make a full song. Okay. Today we have endless time on drum machines. Endless. Okay. My opinion again. Today we have less classics compared to the classics that were made off the SB12 back then. Yeah. And we have more today than we had back then. Yeah. So let me ask you, as a producer, why do you think that is, that we have more classics? Like, I'll name a couple of albums that I know for sure Dre produced off the SB12. Yeah. The first NWA album, the first Eazy-E album, the first Michelle album, the DOC album, the Above the Law album, and then the song All in the Same Gang. Yeah. Okay, and if I miss one, he produced a lot of, remember, Bobby Jimmy?
Bobby Jimmy the Critic.
Yeah, he produced a lot of that stuff. All SB12, all classic shit. Where are those albums today in hip hop? When I say where are those albums, do we have classic albums today like that?
That I think of, no. But
it's hard, but you could say somebody like Kendrick's album,
right?
Things like that. But you're right. It's the quality is just not there anymore, because I feel like it's like sort of like the microwave. Everybody wants their stuff instant.
Yes, instant. Yeah.
And it's like you said, this mumble rap, and they put it out, and it was on TikTok, and everybody likes this song, and I'm listening to it, and I was like, this dude ain't saying shit.
Like, I don't get it.
I don't get it. Like, but all the kids, this is the kids are saying this is the shit right here.
Right.
But it's never gonna, like you said, the guys who made this song today, whatever the hell, the color hair, whatever, 20 years from now, they're not gonna be able to go and perform and sell out a concert. The guys that we grew up on, if they go do a concert today, they're selling out.
They're still selling out.
And people are gonna go and watch them. And they're gonna enjoy.
Absolutely.
They enjoy that music, and it stays with them. I don't believe any of the music, like you're saying, that's coming out now, the microwave music that's coming out now is gonna have any kind of longevity and be like, yeah, I remember back when I was in 11th grade when this song dropped, and it ain't happening with this new stuff that's out right now.
Now let me ask you this: how do you feel today about the state of hip hop today? Do you keep up with it? Have you heard some of it? What is your opinion on today's music?
Man, I don't really listen to it no more. Or else, I'm to be honest, I'm not. You know.
And why is that? Is it just because it just doesn't capture your attention?
It's not like music to me.
Right.
I was a DJ for a long time, so I know.
Yeah.
You know, and then a lot of this stuff right now, it ain't. You know, I
Yeah.
can't even dance to it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, I mean, back then, and in my opinion, well, let me ask you first, and then I'll give you my opinion. What was the best era of music for you? Would you say 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s?
80s.
80s? 80s. I would have to say 80s myself. You know, and you mentioned a lot of these legends could perform today and still rock it. LL still puts on a dope performance.
Yeah.
I mean, we just saw the verses with Big Daddy Kane and KRS.
KRS is my dude, man.
Yeah, same here. KRS and Rakim.
Rakim.
Yeah. I love I love both of them, but I Rakim.
Now, let me ask you guys a question. Where are the Rakims and the Big Daddy Kanes and the
Raps?
Yeah, today. Do we have those guys today?
It just Kendrick, right?
I feel like Kendrick,
Jay-Z,
J. Cole, and that's about it.
Yeah.
You know, there's some guys that are, again, with the social media stuff, there's some guys that are really good, but you have to really look for them and find them.
Yes.
You know, and they got lyrics, but they're not in the forefront. Then the kid with the green hair
Right.
and whatever look, tattoos
Right.
on the face. That kid is out front, and everybody's talking about him, and then this dude that will run circles around him.
Right.
And I'm hearing him, and I'm like, how come nobody's listening to this guy? This guy is dope. You
Right.
know, I can't put my finger on, what's going on with the music. But like he said, it's hard to listen.
It is.
It's hard to listen. You really gotta search and find.
Crazy. It's crazy. My son DJ'd for this party, man, and the dude brought down Blueface before he blew up.
Okay.
And you hear the Blueface,
of course.
Right? And I didn't even know who the dude was, man. But I was just like, oh, he's gonna perform, and all these kids are just going nuts. It was a Sweet 16, and
right,
dude, they're going nuts, and like, I was still like, who is this dude?
Right,
but
right.
they were just going nuts like crazy,
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think it is? Okay, just for an example, from that experience when you said, who is it? Obviously, you witnessed it, you saw it.
Yeah.
Do you think it was his lyrics that they were going nuts for?
Nope, it wasn't.
Well, so what do you think it is? Is it the social media fame that they're finally seeing him in person? Do you think it's more that?
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
And I think
and the beats too. Some of the beats are,
Okay.
I also think the kids are living through the social media.
Yeah.
Banging on
Right.
social media. They feel like, they're part of. It's almost like being at the zoo, and you could touch and feel like you're part of it.
Right.
Even though you're in your room and you're just on your phone, and it's like, nah, that's not real.
Right.
So we could take you to. We'll take you to the real. We could
Right.
go to the hood. We could around the corner, and we'll show you
Right.
what it's really like. If that dude is saying and doing all that on the phone screen, but he ain't gonna go
right
around the corner
Yeah.
do all that. So, and they feel like they're like you look at the kids now, like everybody's thugged out.
Yeah, see, and I'm glad I brought that up because I think today when people see these kids today rapping, I don't think it's the lyrics that they're going crazy for.
Not at all.
I think it's more of like, oh shit, that's him, the guy that gets 10,000 likes per picture.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's more of what it has become. Again, not to try to pick on anybody. As a matter of fact, I encourage a youngster to pursue your dreams. But my thing is this: have talent to pursue those dreams, to back up that dream. Because there's a lot of people that paved the way, and I believe to a certain extent they need to at least acknowledge that there were people that came before you, especially in San Diego, and like you guys, and paved the way for a lot of, for a lot of artists. Like me, Tony G, Joe Cooley are my DJ idols. So I both had them here. To me, it was an honor and a pleasure, and I gave them their flowers, bro. You know what? It doesn't hurt me to say, man, I look up to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I love what you guys did. You guys inspired me. You two guys need statues here in LA.
It's just like the day I met, when I first met Rakim, I was just like, dude, I wish my brothers were there, man. I was like, dude,
right.
You just don't understand what you meant to us.
You grew up.
Right.
We grew up on
or when I met Crazy Legs,
Yeah.
Crazy, I was just like, what up, dude?
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, I was Lawrence was living in TJ at the time, and I met him at a club in downtown after I was DJing, and he's like, hey, Mike, what's up, man? Hey, what do you do afterwards? I go, we just go eat and go home.
Right.
And it's like, and I go, he goes, yeah, where you gonna go eat at, man? Let's go, man. Can I roll? And I was like, yeah. You know what? Okay, you gonna roll? All right, I'm gonna take you to TJ then. We're gonna go eat tacos in TJ, and I'm gonna take you to my brother's house. And I was calling him, and he wouldn't answer. It was like 2 a.m. You see.
Wow.
And we ended up going to TJ, but then he ended up saying, hey, I don't need meat.
Oh, okay.
Crazy Legs, so we were gonna go eat some tacos in TJ, and after that it was a wrap.
That's the way I felt when I first met Curtis Blow.
Curtis Blow, yeah. Nice. We did a show with him back in the days.
No shit.
We opened up for Curtis Blow.
Wow.
Got pictures and everything.
Yeah.
Damn. And you know what? I met him and Melly Mel together.
Yeah.
They walked into a club. For those of you, if you guys remember here in LA, Peppers. Okay, it's a club called Peppers. And I want to say it was, I don't know, mid 90s.
Yeah.
And they're walking in, and I see them, and I'm like, what the fuck? This was a Chicano straight club. The only 2 black guys in there.
Yeah.
Walking in. And I'm like, and nobody knows who in the hell these guys are.
Yeah.
Because to me, this is rap royalty.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the hell? So as they're walking by, I see Melly Mel. He's wearing a white suit, and I see Curtis Blow, and I said, excuse me. And he goes, yes. And he was a real humble guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, man, you don't even know. So I started telling him my story. Melly Mel starts. And then, of course, I started reciting some of the lyrics for the message. And I started reciting, the breaks, Tub, Christmas rapping, etc. And I just said, bro, let me tell you something. All my peachy folder, my old school manila peachy folder, that kids today they don't know nothing about that peachy folder, okay? I used to write Curtis Blow, King of Rap. Curtis Blow, King of Rap. And he said, really? I go, bro, you don't even know that you used to touch this kid out here in the city of Wilmington, bro. Yeah. All his life, like you were my rap superhero.
That's the same way I was when I met Rakim, man. I was just like, dude, this is God right here.
Yeah.
Talking to God right here, man.
And you know what's crazy? That today, see, we were showing love and paying homage to them.
Yeah.
This new generation has to say, you're dick riding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's sad that it's come to that.
Yeah.
Said, nah, bro, these guys inspired me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm doing it today is because of guys like that paved the way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad you guys were here, and I hope that people recognize that you guys paved the way for a lot of people in San Diego and possibly even here in LA, bro. So I just wanted you guys to come here. I want to thank you guys for allowing me and give me the honor and the pleasure to interview you guys. And hopefully, if you guys ever release that record, you guys can come back, promote it, and we'll go through every single song and, probably even play some of it here.
That'd be dope, man.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Okay, starting with you, brother, because I know we went this way. Any shout-outs you want to give before we close out?
Oh, man. Well, just to my family, to Rob.
Okay.
Shout out to my brother. And all my grandkids, my kids, I love them all.
Awesome.
Mama.
Awesome.
My sister, before she says anything.
Shout out to all of them, to all the family.
Yes.
my grandkids, my daughter, my son. I want to shout out my son. Going back to what we were talking about,
Yes.
Real Lyrics.
Yes.
Yo, at Really Ray Riley on all social media. Black Hoodie Music. Check them out. That is lyrics.
Dope.
Yep.
Go ahead, my brother.
I want to thank everybody, all my family, and then I got my immediate family that's right here.
Uh-huh.
I want to thank my homeboy Paco for hooking us up.
Yes, Paco.
You know?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
All good, man. Is that now? Anything I didn't ask you guys? Anything worth bringing up before we bounce?
Nah, man. We just appreciate you, man. We appreciate what you did. Congratulations on what you built. We talked about it before we sat down. People got to learn how to appreciate stuff like this, man. It's quality, and we hope you enjoyed this this time we spent with you guys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I just hope that everybody understands where San Diego started at now.
Absolutely. You know, and there's still a lot of things that I want to talk about. So hopefully, when you guys come back, we'll touch upon it because we didn't even get into your Eazy-E story.
Right.
So, okay, everybody. Once again, Legion of Doom, San Diego, San Isidro, stand up. Much love, much respect to all of you guys. Other than that, let me give my shout outs once again. Much love, much respect to the Legion of Doom. Alex Cervantes Enterprise. You can follow him at 81 Cervantes Enterprise. Everybody's Instagrams will be on the description. So once this is over, it'll be on the description. You guys can go ahead and follow them on Instagram. And once again, Anthony, the Hip Hop Jedi, much love to him. My son, B. Scallons, for helping me promote this. And everybody who tuned in, you know. Oh, my shirt. I'm going to give a shout out once again to my boy Mokes from the group Mexiclan. Well, that was his former group, but he still performs sometimes on the Mexiclan. But he is a part of the reintroduction of Spanish Fly. So much love and respect to him for blessing me with this shirt. Mexiclan in the building. If you guys didn't see Dining with the Wizard, he was just my guest. So go check it out. We dined, we ate, we drank, we bullshitted, whatever. Once again, Legion of Doom, San Diego. Thank you guys. Hope to see you guys soon.
Okay, man.
Okay.
Appreciate it, man.
You got it.